got you do. And when you want some more, just let me know. I'll pour you some more. I did pick you up a chocolate bar for dessert. And I'll go ahead and pull the steaks out so you can check them out.
Yeah.
This is the stars of the show.
Are we doing the checking them out thing? I thought you was
I'm
gonna
just
put them
gonna
on
show
the grill.
them. I'm gonna put them in the grill.
I need you to put it on the grill.
Oh, it's going on the grill. Tell you what, hold on. Let me get the preheat going. It takes 7 minutes, so let me get the preheat going. We'll go over the meat. It ain't nothing crazy, but they're gonna be yummy as hell. All right, let me start.
How many damn steaks did you eat today?
Just one, just the one with Dustin. I was trying to keep room. Yesterday I ate 2 or 3.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I eat steak every day. It's just awesome. Not like these level steaks. I eat cheaper steaks. I eat cheap steaks. I've been getting a sale. All right, 7 minutes. We got 7 minutes on the preheat. Once that is hot, I'll go over there and I'll start cooking these up. For right now, we'll go over the meat. Oh, well, let's intro. This is Mama Tara. It is Mother's Day, so this is her day. My mama from another mama. No. So this is, we kind of determined the name, Carnivore. I think it's Carnivore's Cut. Carnivore's Cut, I think, is the name I'm going to go with because it's a cut of meat. I'm a carnivore. I was going to do maybe Carpenter's Cut because I think it's too construction oriented.
But if you're doing steaks, you're doing meat.
Yeah.
Carnivore Cut.
I think it's the best fit.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So this is episode 2 of Carnivore's Cut. This is Mama Tara. We're going to be enjoying some fat, juicy ribeyes. I got these from, I did a lot of meat shopping yesterday. These actually came from Aldi's. They aren't like grass-fed or grass-finished or anything, but they are USDA choice steaks. So the way
they're pre-marinated.
I marinated
is what it
these.
looks like.
Yes. So
okay.
They came vacuum sealed, just regular
plain steaks.
Yep. And then I wanted to do a 24-hour marinade. I think I'm going to make that a regular thing. So I actually put them in this vacuum. I seasoned them with just salt, pepper, garlic, and then I put them in the vacuum seal bag. The vacuum seal really helps lock in. It like forces the flavor in there.
So you've not done any of like the, Worcestershire?
Nope, no crazy. I want to keep a baseline. That way, trust me. Like,
Drake.
Yeah, listen.
I thought that you were your father's son.
Not quite. So I can't have all that crazy stuff too.
Oh,
so
Drake, Drake, you better be bringing it. Is all I'm saying. You better be bringing it.
It's all in the meat is the thing. These steaks, I've never seen ribeyes this pretty. Personally, I haven't yet, and I will the more I get into it, and I'll do a close up on the camera. It's hard to tell because I seasoned, but all that marbleization in there. These were some of the prettiest steaks I'd ever seen. So I was like, those are the ones. They're USDA choice steaks, but honestly, the way that they're marbleized.
Okay, so
like
what's
USDA
the difference
prime.
Between USDA choice and
so
prime?
The scale is, so you got select, which is the bottom, then you've got choice, then you've got prime, and then you've got Wagyu. And I know you've heard of Wagyu. That's like the famous. It's really, really expensive. Like.
No, baby.
6 pounds of it's $1,000.
No, baby.
Yeah, it's
your Mama Tara's never even heard the word because
Wagyu.
I wouldn't be Wagyu nothing.
You don't watch no TV, do you?
No, not for that.
Yeah, it's
$1,000
for 6 pounds of meat. It's nuts.
Drake, baby.
It's nuts.
All I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I mean, it better be cooking itself. I better be, having golden eggs later.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. For $1,000.
It's the kind of thing you eat with the golden eggs. Yeah. But these aren't quite Wagyu, but these are like prime grade, but I bought them at choice price, you know what I'm saying? And I got them at Aldi's. I marinated them overnight, vacuum sealed, so they should be really yummy. I love like the thickness and the marbleization on them. They just turned out to be really, they're some fat boys. Yeah, so they're gonna take a little minute to cook compared to the ones that we just did. The ones that we just cooked, a lot thinner. They're like normal steaks. These are some fat boys.
Okay.
So
rare. Once again, I'm gonna remind you.
Oh, it's gonna be rare. Yeah.
Okay.
My meat squirms.
Okay.
My meat.
I just want to make sure.
Mine still go moo. All I cook is the seasonings on the outside. That's all I'm cooking. I ain't cooking the meat. We still got 3 minutes on the preheat, so we can bullshit a little bit. I got this thermocell here. Yeah, we got 3 minutes. It's a 7-minute
preheat. You woke
preheat.
me up from my nap, just so you could.
You didn't want to talk to me?
Make me wait on the
Oh, I didn't
preheat.
think about that.
Okay. I don't think this is fair.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Well, it's in progress. All right. The production is in progress. Episode 2, I must iterate. My
I'm
supportive
just saying,
mother.
when you see someone napping, you do not wake them up for preheat.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
You wake them up, and it's.
I can't argue with that a whole lot.
No.
So how's things been for you lately? We got 3 minutes to wrap up. You got 2 minutes now, actually.
Same shit, different day. You don't want to go there.
That's an easy wrap up. Same shit. Is the pile getting bigger? Is the shovel getting smaller?
The pile is getting bigger and the shovel is getting smaller. It's beautiful.
Brandon tells me that every day. He's like, yeah, same shit, different day, bigger pile, smaller shovel, He says that to me every day.
Yeah, well,
that's how we intro
that is how you know he is also part of the family. Yeah,
Brandon's awesome. He's next.
He's very much a part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
He's more my side, Yeah. It is what it is, though.
I love me some Brandon. He's a good fella. We got a lot of good memories, a lot of funny times. He's gonna come on here too.
Yes, you definitely. I'm not sure what he made at Papa Chip's that time, but that
prosciutto
was
bread stuff.
OMG.
Yeah.
Can you eat that kind of stuff?
That's like
what
always.
is the...
No, I can't eat any bread. I can't eat anything with like heavy carbs. I don't even eat dairy now. You can eat dairy on carnivore, but bread, pasta, none of that.
No pasta.
No pasta, no sauce.
Oh.
No soda. All I can drink is water and black coffee.
You're hurting my soul.
Yeah.
No pasta.
I know. When I thought that, I was like, Mom Tara would never.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm a carnivore. Okay. We found that out the hard way. Okay. When I could not have meat. And I almost died.
Yeah.
I just wanted meat. That's all I wanted.
I gotta.
Okay. But you gotta have.
No, you don't have to have it. No pasta. No pasta. It's crazy. It's nuts. When I think about it, I think it's crazy. Widen up your
No, I don't want to.
The microphone. Yeah, there you go. Or skip.
Oh, I got a dot on me now. I didn't even look down. I don't know that I like that, okay? You're going to have to find somewhere else to put them on the ladies is all I'm saying.
Oh, you think maybe...
Probably not the best place right there.
I'm not going to make them wear a necklace or something. Where else I'll put it?
Yeah, you put it up here.
But you have a scarf on that... If it rubs it, it makes noise. It'll make it go...
Well, I've been rubbing it the whole time.
Oh, the preheat's done.
Baby, I'm sorry. You probably not going to be able to use any of that.
Oh, no, we can use that. No, it's fine. It won't be that bad. It just makes the audio sound kind of like shit, Not too bad.
Well, I'm glad this is only your second episode.
Exactly. I got work to do.
Lots of cutouts.
Lots of cuts.
Lots of cuts.
No, not lots of cuts. I won't be cutting most of this stuff. It's all the cool thing about the podcast thing. What I think is so cool about it. Not what I think is so cool about it. That's not the way to start. It really is, like, the reason why it does good is because it's just natural. It's just people shooting the shit. I went fishing because, Leanne and Tanner got married. So we went fishing, right? And on this big charter boat with a bunch of strangers, there's like 30 people on this boat fishing, right?
30? How big is the boat?
It's fucking huge. It'll fit 46.
Oh, wow.
It has 46 spots for people to fish on. So it's huge. It's big enough a whale ain't just going to turn it over,
Oh, wow.
Which makes me feel fantastic. But,
yeah, considered, Mama Tara's used to john boats.
Yeah, exactly. When you think about something like that going into the ocean, you're like, what in the fuck? I'm not getting in that. But
I don't know what you're talking about. Me and my daddy went in the ocean with the john boat many times.
Yeah, but you ain't going way the hell out. You ain't going deep sea fishing, But I was inside the cabin on the inside because there's an air-conditioned cabin on the inside for people to go to cool off.
What?
I mean, you think, well, I'm fishing with like 70-year-olds and stuff like that.
We need to talk about this whole boating experience.
It's cool as hell.
I mean, you hadn't...
It's cool as hell.
Wow.
It really is.
So you're yachting now? Because that's what it sounds
I'm
like.
a fancy,
That's yachting
person.
there.
No, it is not yachting. It's essentially the size of a small yacht, but there's a bunch of people on it, and it don't look like no yacht. It looks like it's held together with bubble gum and
I don't
tape.
know. I mean, it sounds pretty yachty considering you've got an
looks like a boat that Dad
air
made.
conditioner
Yeah, well,
cabin.
I mean, you could slap a window unit in anything. That's pretty much all it is a window unit.
We'll get us a pontoon.
Yeah.
With a window unit.
That's all this damn boat is. That's what I'm trying to tell you, woman. No, but the inside is air conditioned, right? And I went in there to like cool off, eat some food, because it's easier to eat when you're cooled off.
Of course.
So I go inside, and it's like almost like a cafe style. There's like some bench seats in there for people to sit at and eat their food. Well, I was sitting on the cooler, and I was just watching these two older fellas talk. I was listening to them talk, and I was eavesdropping in on their conversation, but they didn't mind it. I saw them make eye contact with me. But I was sitting here thinking, I was like, I've done this so many times in my life where I've sat there and watched Papa Henry talk to some old guy,
everybody.
and like I learned so much from those conversations that I never had, and I thought about it, and I thought, that's podcasting, what I just did there, because I've been doing this my whole life. So all I'm doing, that's the digital, podcasting is the digital version of that, where you're sitting there eavesdropping in on a conversation that you're just trying to learn. You're just curious. You're like, well, shit, I'm glad I'm getting this knowledge right now. I have nothing better to do. I'm not scrolling on my phone. People didn't scroll on their phone. They listen to other people. They talk to each other. Going on. Right, exactly. So I feel like that's why podcasting does so well, is because we need to communicate. People have to communicate with each other to spread knowledge. Yeah, we're not made to be here alone. That's why we get miserable when we get alone. But
some of us.
Yeah. So podcasting, I feel like, is a great tool. It's a great universe to expand your thought into, essentially.
I feel like then that maybe you need to look into some of those cafe diner sort of deals. Like some of the smaller towns.
And go to them and eat?
Yeah, and listen to the old men talk.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to the conversations, to the old-timey stories.
Right.
To the, back in my day, we didn't have this. We used this and that, and that's not only interesting, but that's also how you learn
how to do it.
The right way.
Because it's not necessarily there's a right and wrong way to talk.
I guess I shouldn't say the right way, but I'm saying
there's a skill to it. There's an art or skill to it that has to be developed and honed.
Way,
right. Conversating is not. It's not the easiest thing. Some people, it's the worst thing in the world to do is to talk to somebody. They don't want to talk to nobody. They just want to listen, or go to work, get their paycheck, and go, or just listen or just watch. They don't want all the pressure.
If you're in one of those old country stores, and
you got to be somebody that can talk and cut up with people.
But that's my point, though. Is let's say that make that part of once or twice a month, 1 or 2 weekends a month, go to one of those small town diners
and just start talking to random people and
just listen to the stories. You have to go early in the morning because that's when the old people get up and go fishing.
Right.
Or that's when most of your old men are at the Hardee's talking about how back in my day we blah, 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 blah. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, just trying to catch some of those conversations. And that just keeps my wheels greased as far as this and learning different ways to talk to people. Because my generation is raised differently than your generation the generation before it. So naturally, the way that I talk to people is going to be different than the way that Papa Chip talks to people. The way that he tells stories is so much more organic than mine to him, because he didn't watch Bert Kreischer tell stories and then he only watched a handful of comedians, maybe, if that was something he was into. But there wasn't so much out there, you know, and
it was
now,
more of a local thing.
Exactly.
He didn't have all of the options that you have. You didn't
to learn
and see and listen. You know, he had to go down to the local store if he was going to get.
Or he was only listening to Howard Stern or something like that. Everybody got the same.
Well, that was more of my generation. You know, his generation was more of a, you get up in the morning and you're fixing to go out in the field. Everybody meets up at the store.
Yeah, that's true.
Have breakfast.
And they bullshit at the store for a minute. Talk over breakfast.
They go out in the field. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I used to see a lot of people just doing that in the morning when me and Papa Henry, early in the morning, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, before they even got to go to work. They're up there hanging out because that's the best time for them to hang out.
Right.
That's a good point.
So just keep that in mind is all I'm saying. You know,
that's a good idea.
You know.
And maybe I even talked to a few people that would be good to have on the podcast.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, or listen to some of the stories and figure out who's the best storyteller.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
start
sort of,
from them.
Hey, filler. Yeah. I was listening to a couple of your stories and I like the way that you explaining things. Could you tell that story to me on my podcast?
Right.
You know, and
I think a lot of people would get a kick out of that, man. You
and a lot of the older people would probably look at you funny to begin with.
Yeah.
But, you know, once you explain it to them, and I think that the generation before mine, which is pretty much the only ones alive anymore, okay, you know, so would be open to that as long as you approach them with the right attitude, as long as you approach them with the
I'm just trying everything on that.
Just trying to learn. I'm just, you know, I was just listening. I was in there at that store and you were telling the funniest stories, man. I really need to, I'd like to record you telling that story because I want to show fellas at home.
Right.
You know, how a real man says that you should kill a bear or, you know.
And then I can get him on and learn something different from him than the story he told me.
Right.
And I can figure out exactly.
But you can't open a person up until you get a chance to sit down with them.
Right.
You know?
It's hard to have that first initial break the ice.
Right.
Break the ice.
Right.
All right, we're going to put this one on for 3. And then I'm going to spin them.
It's about time to take them off. And I'm just saying. My personal opinion.
Half of the seasoning ain't cooked yet. I do like my seasoning cooked. I don't like my meat cooked.
I mean, you keep on.
I don't like my meat cooked. I like my seasoning cooked.
I mean, that's got to be some pretty ground in seasoning then you got there. Because I'm gonna tell you.
It's the vacuum sealing. I told you, it really sets it in there. You got to cook it a little bit.
That's right.
You got to cook it a little bit. I tell you what, that thing right there is cool though. I bought that thing yesterday. The
electric grill?
Yeah, it's a Ninja sizzle grill and it goes up to 500 degrees. So I can get because like when you're cooking a steak, it's important that you get over 400 degrees to get that sear because it really like locks in that flavor.
So it's just steak that you eat or can you eat
meat.
Lamb?
I can eat lamb, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Fish, meat, I can eat eggs, chicken, pork, any meat. The main thing that I want is fat for energy. I get plenty of protein and stuff like that. The main thing I want is fat though. And then one thing that you struggle...
So like deviled eggs, can you do that? But you wouldn't be able to do that because it's got mayonnaise.
It depends on how the deviled eggs are made. So there's a carnivore deviled egg that they don't use mayonnaise. They'll use like sour cream. I can eat sour cream. It's a dirtier form of carnivore because it's dairy. You still get carbohydrates, but not as much.
I have never even tried a deviled egg made with sour cream.
Yeah, me neither. But you got to change. Like I've never had pancakes made with egg whites, but on carnivore I have. I used egg whites and honey to make fucking pancakes, and it worked out so good.
No flour?
No flour. Can't have any flour. It's plant-based.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
No. Now listen, baby. Baby, I was down for this thing. I was down for this thing until you started saying things like that.
Flour's the problem in pasta.
No, but no, baby. But you still got to connect to the earth. You can't connect to the earth without
I do when I take a
some
shit
kind of flour-based, grown from the good Lord's earth.
You don't need all that.
Oh my Lord.
Nope. You don't need all that.
You're hurting my feelings.
I know it's tough to hear. It's tough to do.
No, you're hurting my feelings for real.
I don't want to cut the camera off.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to be a part of something that you're promoting.
People just ruin their lives.
I mean, it's like
No
I'm
pasta.
looking into the camera. You definitely don't want to eat pasta anymore. No.
That's pretty good.
You're cutting out half of the great things in life.
I know, and like they're fun and all, but
what are you doing it for?
they're just not good for you. So it was a lot of people keep asking me like, so how much weight did you lose? You trying to lose weight? And I'm like, no, it's not about the weight. It's about, so for a long time, there's big pharma. You hear about big pharma with medicine and stuff like that. Well, there's also big food. So if you look at like the food chart of all the brands and who actually owns who, they're all owned by like 3 fucking companies.
Right, absolutely. I get that.
And at the end of the day, it goes back to
so you're trying
money.
to tell me. No, okay, no, Trey.
If you go to Europe and you eat pasta all day long, you don't get fat. It's the pasta that's here. It's the agriculture that's here that's been it's all been all about money and like providing for your shareholders. That's why RFK, right? He just banned petroleum-based food dyes. Our country, compared to every other country, if you look at Fruit Loops and stuff like that, everything's so much brighter. It looks so much prettier. In our country, it looks like you just want to fucking eat it. It's bright, colorful stuff because they use petroleum-based dyes. You know what petroleum is? It's oil. So RFK just banned those because it's been linked to so many different dispositions in children and stuff like that as they grow. So many different autisms and things like that.
That's it, man. No. Take me back.
You don't want the red food dye?
What the hell's wrong with you?
They go use carrots. They go use carrots.
Take it back. Take a whole
You want the poison? You want the poison? You didn't grow up with these poisons?
Oh my God.
Oh wait, I still got a minute.
I know you don't. Just give me my damn steak. I'm ready to leave. I don't want to do this.
Cut. So they're cutting all the bullshit out of the foods that are really bad. Like we grow up eating all these things, so we don't realize what they're doing to us. But once you cut all this stuff out, the differences it makes in your life is crazy. The amount of energy I have, joint pain. I've always had back pain like crazy. Once I finally cut dairy out, my back pain has subsided substantially. And now when I crack my back, I was just talking to Dustin about it. When I crack my back, it actually aligns straight. Because I don't have any inflammation.
How you get your calcium?
Through meat. I get calcium, not as much as before. That's one thing that when you start out in carnivore, you have to supplement it a little bit. Your calcium and your electrolytes, because you're used to getting them, but your body adjusts to whatever you put in it. And that's why we can eat carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are bad for you. For example, there's so much to break down. Okay.
Oh no, don't.
You're gonna have to start listening to the podcast.
You keep your information to yourself. I do not care.
I knew you.
I do not want to know. Does not matter. Now, what's the use in living if I'm not really enjoying life? And how do
you're enjoying? You're eating steak.
How do you enjoy life without pasta? Enjoy life without bread? How good did Oh my God!
I can't have breading on my chicken nuggets. No breading on my chicken wings,
baby. They're not chicken nuggets unless they have breading.
They're just
they're just chicken. It's just pieces of freaking chicken. Okay.
Can't have breading.
You can't call it fried. It's not fried.
It's close.
Breaded. Breaded makes it fried. Oh, you've hurt my feelings. What am I gonna do?
I don't know.
You about to eat this delicious steak. That's what you're about to do. All right, you want butter lathered on top of yours?
Yes, I want pasta on top of mine.
I ain't got no fucking pasta.
OMG, I cannot believe you.
Give me.
Hurting my feelings.
That's so funny. No pasta.
You.
Sorry for you.
I love you, but Drake has bumped his head. He bumped it hard, too. We might have to take him to the doctor to make sure he don't have a concussion.
Listen, when you eat like this every day.
We're going to have to. Because he bumped his head hard.
No pasta. You fucking crazy.
No bread, no dairy.
All right.
Chocolate.
Now, this is going to upset you too.
So you're going to tell me no chocolate?
No chocolate. No chocolate. This chocolate's for you, not for me. Now, this is also going to make you upset. We got to let it rest for a second. So,
my Lord. And you woke me up from a nap to preheat, and then I have to let it rest.
It's got to sleep too.
Yes, it rested.
You could have been rested, huh?
I mean, it rested before you put it on the grill. Oh, goodness gracious. I think you're just doing this now just to see how long you can make me wait before I eat.
It's a segment that I'm working on.
Called Let's Starve Her Out. She'll think it's good if she's that hungry.
Every carnivore plays with its food.
I mean, come on. You hurt my feelings.
This stuff looks so yummy.
Just put it in the damn freezer. I mean, it'll cool off quick and I can eat.
What has to finish cooking?
It has to finish
Doesn't it look yummy?
I am going to be praying for you, my son.
All right, so part of the show is you want to smell
I've been smelling the whole time it's been on the grill.
I actually have a blindfold. You ready? We're going to blindfold you.
You're not blind.
I want to see what notes you catch when you're...
You're not doing it.
We're not doing all that shit.
Yeah, you're not doing that to me.
Love
you. No.
You can go ahead and cut into it.
Finally.
Go ahead and cut it.
My Lord Jesus in heaven.
Dustin was itching too. He's like, you going to make me fucking wait?
I mean, how do you do
I ain't ate nothing all day.
This is torturous. You did this shit on purpose. Wake a woman up from a nap so she can just smell her food.
I'm fire. That steak's so good, make you want to slap your
not your mama
friend. Not your mama today. That's pretty damn good. If you need more salt and pepper, I have salt and pepper too. I'm happy with it, but I brought some just in case. Damn, that's good.
So talk to me about like no soy sauce.
No soy. So soy is actually really bad for you. The oil in soy is really bad for you. Seed oils are really bad for you.
I'm tired of y'all people. Y'all young people's ruining everything. Everything. I got told the other day I couldn't get my grandyoungin something because it wasn't time for him to have it yet.
Ain't no seed oil in this.
Okay.
Ain't no seed oil in that steak.
My youngin got it. He's fine. Why do y'all keep changing?
Because he's eating meat now.
Why do you keep changing shit? Your old generation's like this. It's really good. I told you did cook it too much.
Did I? Damn. I should have left it at 135.
See?
I turned it up. I turned it up to 140 because this one was thicker. I should have left it at 135.
I agree.
Because it's just a hair past where I like it. I like it to be like blue in the middle. It's still good though.
I'm gonna forgive you. I mean, because obviously I'm eating it.
Yeah.
But yep, definitely should have been peaker.
Oh, you hear that? I'll let the chef know. I'll be sure they'll fix that for you next time.
Just saying, next Mother's Day, when I tell you rare, make the damn thing think.
Okay. Shit.
Trying to tell you. And next year, I'm bringing my own pasta.
You know, what is about the women closest to you and complaining when you do something nice for them? Michelle does it all the time. It's fantastic. I'm like, I'm so glad I went out of my way to buy this for you. And you're just like, what the fuck is this?
And next time I'm bringing my own pasta and I'm going to put it right on top of this steak. Just FYI.
Fucking bread from Olive Garden and shit.
And while I'm dipping it in the pasta and meat.
Oh my God. That would be so bad.
I'm gonna surprise you. I mean, you know,
On my carnivore podcast.
You're not gonna know until it's
the carnivore podcast. The carnivore's cut. That's it.
I just need you to know next year you're gonna be sitting here like this, and you're gonna have this big steak, and it's gonna be pretty pink.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way I told you I wanted it this year.
It's gonna be
and
covered
then you're gonna put it right on down, and I'm gonna reach down under my chair, and I'm gonna bring out this mac and cheese. And
you want some of mine? Does mine look pinker?
No, yours isn't pinker.
Oh, okay. You lather my shit in mac and cheese. I would be so pissed. You put mac and cheese on my steak, and I'm gonna cut you up. I swear. I keep telling Michelle, I'm like, keep on playing with me, and you'll be dinner. Like that whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing's just kind of working itself on along.
I'm just saying. I bring my own damn soy sauce.
You gonna have to, because I ain't fucking got none.
A poor child. And they're like, then tell me, you know, you're going to have to stop smoking cigarettes. You know, you're going to have to stop drinking. You don't need any more Mountain Dew.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know, if I've got to cut out everything I love, just go ahead and take me home, Jesus. Why would I do that?
I agree, but you find you love your health a lot more once you get it. Your back stops hurting, and you don't give a fuck about no Oreos.
Drake.
Them things can go to hell.
Drake, I love you, baby.
I know Oreos pretty
Mama
fucking
Tara's too old. They won't be the back pain's gone. Okay. It may have lessened. I'll give you that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It ain't gonna go away. No. Mine didn't go away, but it lessened so much. The big thing is inflammation. So when you go on carnivore, you lose all your inflammation. Or keto. You don't even have to do carnivore. You can do keto. Cutting out the carbohydrates. Keto is less hard than carnivore. Keto means you still get to eat plants.
That's that damn glucose-free shit.
Well, yeah.
Gluten-free shit.
No. I can have
That's
gluten.
what it is.
I can have gluten. No, well, I don't know. Do I even have gluten? I think gluten's only in
No,
stuff
it's
with
in freaking
bread.
pasta.
Yeah, there's no gluten because I don't eat that shit.
Stop that shit. I'm telling you, something's wrong with it. People should have bread and pasta.
They should, but they shouldn't get fat when they eat it. If you go to Europe, you don't get big when you eat it. It's because something about the flour has been altered here for a profit to make it grow faster. But it makes us fat. When you go to Europe and you eat pasta, you don't get fat.
Okay, so this is what I'm telling you. Make your money. Then you can fly me to in France.
Okay.
We can get the pasta. And I'm going to come home and I'm still cooking it the American way.
If I make enough money for us to go to France and eat some fucking pasta, I'm eating some fucking pasta. That's what I'm doing, all right? You best believe I'm going to get some motherfucking pasta. If they say it don't make me fat over there, I want to see what it do to my belly. But
I'm getting a lot of it and I'm bringing it right on back home.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going that long without eating pasta.
I have actually looked up. So I tried to look up to figure out what it was in our flour that makes it different. Like, what is it? Can I just buy some flour and make my own pasta and try like without it and see? Like, can I try to make that pasta? Can I get that flour, or is that not something I can get here? I should be able to order flour from over there, right?
From anywhere.
And I found it. I can't remember exactly what it was in the flour that made it do that, but I wouldn't mind ordering some flour and making a pasta thing just to see, because I'm curious. I wonder.
Pasta-free life. That's not life.
It's crazy, ain't it?
It's not life.
But when you got steak and eggs every fucking day, that's just hard to toss up. Steak, eggs, and bacon every day. I mean, come on. Not that bad, you know? And you know it's healthier. So it's like, but pasta's fucking yummy. One thing I hear a lot of people doing, and I was trying to start it like this. I can't hold it though if I do this. 6 days on, 1 day off. So you get 1 day where you can eat whatever you want to. You can eat your carbs, your pasta. 6 days on carnivore, 1 day off.
No,
but the cheat day fucks you up.
Because I'm telling you right now, that one cheat day.
Oh, that's it. You
could give it up. Because I'd be like, I forgot pasta tasted like this.
You'd have fucking diabetes by the end of the day.
It'd be bad. you don't want that.
Mm-hmm. Don't you remember what them things taste like?
Oh, that generation you're in. Take away the things that he loves the most.
I told her I don't eat pasta and she didn't know till just now.
Bread?
No bread. No sugar. No sugar. Mm-mm. No sugar. No soda. No energy drinks. What?
Like no sweet tea?
No sweet tea.
You are not. You're discommunicated.
I know. It's so crazy.
OMG,
I would drink like a whole gallon. I drink a whole gallon every time we go out to eat. We go to Waffle House and they have to just keep coming to the table. Now, I don't even drink it. It's nuts.
I'm going to have to call Pope.
No banana pudding.
Oh, Pope on you. He got a direct link to God.
Mm-hmm. No French vanilla creamer for my coffee. I put half and half in my coffee though, because I can have milk. I can have whole milk, half and half, but no sugar. I can have the cream. I just can't have the sugar.
Stop cursing like that on national TV.
It's not national. It's fucking
global.
YouTube. It is national.
Global
YouTube.
TV.
Yeah. Okay.
You stop doing that. I raised you better than this.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No sweet tea. Like, I could stop drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
If I had somebody that would fix tea all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because,
RFK compares RFK compares sugar to crack. Actually, he says it's just as addictive.
Just as addictive. Okay, listen, Drake. No, maybe he's never been to the crackhead house, okay? Because I ain't never sold my kids Christmas for a soda. All right?
For a fucking Pepsi?
Never did bad things in cars on dark alleys for a damn sweet tea. No.
Oh, so you're saying you did all that?
I'm saying I know crackheads would probably do stuff like that. Okay?
Yeah. No.
I've never witnessed it with my own eyes, but I've heard stories.
Right. Yeah. A friend of a friend. No.
Just say it.
No, that's a pretty good point. Yeah. It's easy to compare it when you've never actually seen it.
He maybe should have come up with a different comparison. Crack is not nowhere near that.
I don't know anybody who did some bad for some Pepsi. For a Mountain Dew. What would you do for Dew?
Yeah, I would do a lot of things for Dew, but
not that.
No offense.
Ditto.
Okay. Like, damn, she's on that carnivore diet. No.
It was so funny. I was talking to Dustin earlier. There's a homeless guy that wears a brown jacket, and they call him Brown Jacket Guy. He's like, "Oh, Brown Jacket Guy." I was like, "Yeah, we should pull up on him and see if he wants to do an interview. If he wants to do a podcast." He's like, "Yeah. That'd be some real good content." He was like, "So what happened to you?" He was like, "We could talk to him about what happened to him, why he's where he's at." I was like, "Yeah, he's gonna be like, man, all I eat is meat." He's just gonna be a fucking carnivore, and that's how he got where he is.
And I'm gonna be in the background going, "See, I told you, pasta's not the devil." Good balance. You gotta have a balance.
Balance. That's just so funny when people say that. Because when you balance, you're just balancing. I was just talking to Dustin about this. You're balancing like fermented alcohol in your stomach from all these sugars and stuff that are in your stomach. They're not supposed to be in there. Like when I eat steak, none of that stuff touch my lower intestine or whatever. The last part, it doesn't touch it. steak's gone by then. What you would think, if you eat...
So you don't go to the bathroom?
I haven't been in the bathroom in 2 days.
Drake, that's not healthy.
That's crazy, ain't
You
it?
need to go to see an oncologist. You need to talk to somebody about that before you continue on with this.
Okay.
Okay, a real doctor. One that really knows.
Mm-hmm.
Bookcase. Room. You know what he's got in that room? Pasta.
He does go to his pantry, but there's no pasta
I'm just
in there.
telling you, right? You don't think so, but that's because it's hidden behind the damn bookcase.
I built the bookcase. There's no fucking pasta behind it.
I am telling you, there's a hidden door in the floor that's got pasta.
It is really funny, though, because it goes from there. When you walk into their front door, there's like this library room that we just created with the bookshelf. And then behind it is the pantry. That's where the door goes, is to the fucking pantry.
Told you.
But I was in there. There's no pasta.
Yeah, you just didn't see it.
You're
He's
right.
gotten good at hiding it.
You're right. It was in the safe.
OMG.
I can't see through the safe. I don't have... The carnivore diet has not brought my x-ray vision.
OMG. You're just trying to be an X-Men now? No, you don't want that.
Yeah. Wolverine. Wolves eat meat. Yeah. That's good. It's yummy, isn't it?
Go see a stomach doctor.
No. I want to go get my blood work done after, I'd say like 6 months of doing it. I'm at 100 days right now. After 6 months, I want to go get my blood work done to see where my levels are all at and everything and see how healthy I am.
Well, you better
'Cause I
make
feel
sure
great.
that you tell him that you're not going to the bathroom once a day.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
I want that recorded.
Okay. It's going to be recorded. I will record the whole visit. Actually, I might talk to my doctor friend that referred me the carnivore diet, and
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I'm gonna see if I'll get
You need
somebody
to
to
find
do my blood.
another doctor. One that's not trying to sell you this carnivore diet stuff.
One, I need a doctor that
One
eats
that's not
pasta.
lying to you about
need
the
a-
damn pasta in this floor. Okay? You need to talk to a real doctor. So I'm telling you, when I was coming up, you needed to go to the bathroom at least once a day.
I
If
did
you're
too.
not
3
going
months.
to the bathroom once a day, it's time to go to the doctor.
Yeah. That's what I was raised on too. I was raised on that, believe it or not. I was raised on going to the bathroom.
Oh, well, I
once a
know
day.
because you were raised by my generation of people.
I was raised by you, motherfucker. What you
wouldn't
talking about?
know, who would have no earthly idea. What? I would have to take you to the doctor. I'd be like, oh, no.
He's not pooping. What do
We
do?
still have a lot of toilet paper left. My children are not going to the bathroom. I'm going to need to take these children to the doctor. Take them to the doctor, and you know what they say? You need to get these children some vegetables. Vegetables with their pasta.
They need fiber.
And then I say,
fiber.
that sounds great. We can have broccoli pasta. Boom. Y'all went to the bathroom again. It's not healthy not going to the bathroom.
What happens if I don't go to the bathroom?
That stuff stays in your lower intestine.
It doesn't go there. It doesn't make it there, so I don't have to go to the bathroom. So apparently, when you take your intestine and you cut it, you fillet it open, the amount of surface area that there is the size of a football field.
Drake. Just like people with a coma, when they're in a coma.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't use muscles, they atrophy.
Yes.
What are you going to do when your lower intestine doesn't work anymore because your food don't make it down there?
It still does things, but it doesn't do those things.
What the fuck do you think it does? It has one purpose in life. One purpose.
But I have an upper intestine. I think that's how that works. It goes upper intestine.
Yeah, it sure as hell does. But do you know why you have an upper and a lower? Both of them. You need them both. Otherwise, it would just be one.
Why the fuck you got two if you only...
I mean, Jesus don't make mistakes, son.
No, but that's why he made meat.
Yeah, and he made a person smart enough to make pasta.
God damn it, the pasta. The pasta just won't... Okay. You can do carnivore pasta, whatever. It doesn't work if you do that, though. You end up getting heart disease if you do both.
Because you're eating too much damn meat. What I just tell you, balance. Balance, baby. I'm not saying straight pasta. I'm saying you do got to have something to get it down in the lower intestines and make it work as well. My Lord. Atrophy.
My stomach will be broke now.
Now you're scary.
I did a backflip on the trampoline.
I'm going to have to see your backflip when I get through my steak, okay?
Okay.
That's a deal.
I can't wait for you.
Go over there and chip.
I look at you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta have none of that stuff. No, don't do that. Don't do that. He's like, no camera. No camera.
No pasta. No pasta.
You and the pasta. I love me some pasta. Don't get me wrong. It's yummy.
What the hell are you gonna do? You don't wait 6 months, son. By that time, the lower has forgotten what the hell it's there for. Okay?
The lower's done moved out at that point.
You're in trouble then. What happens when you get old like me and you just want to be happy and you want your damn pasta? Then your shit don't work no more and you can't even eat it.
Well, I'm hoping that RFK by then will have fixed the pasta.
Stop.
And we'll have good pasta and it won't bother me. Hey, bro, you sit in that chair for me?
What chair?
That chair?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Thank you. Because you're in the camera's view. We got to get Mama Tara. We got to get her on camera. If you get in the way, then we don't get her on camera. That's a pretty good steak. The one that me and Dustin just had, the grass-fed, grass-finished, you can really taste it. It's only grass instead of being grain-fed. So the finished part's weird, isn't it?
Rewind.
Yeah.
Give me some of that. Explain that to me.
So I only know so much about the finished thing. So from what I understand, there's like different eating phases of a cow's life, depending on where it's at growth-wise. Like, because they grow it, you know, like obviously when it's a calf, it drinks milk, but like it has eating phases. So there's a finished phase, right? And if it's grass-fed, cows were only supposed to eat grass. They weren't supposed to eat corn and all that other shit that we feed them. They naturally just eat grass in the wild. But we give them all kinds of other shit because it makes them grow faster. It makes them produce more. It makes the steaks bigger. The steaks that me and Dustin had, half the size of this. Because they're grass-fed and grass-finished. They don't have all the hormones and all the stuff that beef them up. The steak tastes different and it's more nutrient dense. It has more nutrients per square inch. So
Your generation's just ruined shit all over the
that's
place.
right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, just poor people be damned.
We had them Gen Z steaks.
I mean, for real, y'all. What the hell poor people supposed to do? If they can't even...
Well, I don't eat this every day. It's just for a pot. I eat meat every day.
What are we going to do? You forgot where you came from.
No. I remember the pasta. I remember the crashes. It makes you crash so hard. 45 minutes after you eat pasta, just snippy whippy. I go night right here.
Napping.
Also something I love.
Why do you keep trying to take away the things I love the most?
You sound like Michelle, you know? You sound like Michelle.
There's a reason why I like her.
Yeah. She's like, no rice? Fuck you.
I mean, come on. There's no way. No way that you could tell me 100 years of people's wrong and all of a sudden Gen X or Gen Z, they know the right way.
There's direct evidence of, if you look at fossils, human fossils before agriculture, before we started like farming crops and stuff and started normalizing eating crops and vegetables, they were much healthier. They didn't have teeth problems. All their teeth are fucking perfect. And the average height of a human was 6'4". versus being 5'10". The average height for a male is like 5'10".
Your Mama Tara is like 5'1".
You would have been like 6 foot tall. The average height for a human was 6'4". And like what they say is throughout history, the height of people is a direct correlation to the overall health and well-being of people. Because in Croatia, they have the tallest people, and people also, it's also a blue zone, which is considered like some blue zones are areas in the world where a lot of people live to 100 or better. So like this area, for some reason, for whatever reason, we got like 17 people here that are above 100, but over here we ain't got nobody above 100. So this is considered a blue zone. Croatia is a blue zone.
It's called the devil. Okay?
They're holding you here too long?
When you're miserable, you live longer. Okay? When you're miserable,
the devil takes the pasta away.
It's called devil.
Gotcha.
He makes you, tortures you right here on earth that much longer. Because why take you to hell? Then it's overcrowding for his place when you're already put yourself right here in it, right here on earth. I've already taken away her pasta. I've already taken away her bread. She can't have soda anymore. She's already living halfway in hell. She's just not burning except when the sun's out.
Mm-hmm.
Be quiet.
And you know as good as I do. I mean, I like blister burn.
We burn like a motherfucker.
So, I mean, you take away my daggone food, you might as well just call
it's
this.
not that bad. It's not that bad.
No.
Steak's good, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Mine too.
Yep. And you know why? Because that is the color of plants. And plants grow food we like.
And I should have
Yep, grew this steak right off of a fucking fern tree.
No, but the steak would not be available if it wasn't fed.
That's the thing.
Green stuff.
You know, I told somebody like, so you can't have any vegetables? I was like, I can have grass. After a cow eats it, it turns it into milk and meat. Mm-hmm. It's
No green beans?
so one of the,
You can't have
no green
potatoes.
beans. No potatoes. Potatoes fuck me up. No. Potatoes are heavy.
Oh, you poor child.
No potatoes.
One day,
No steak and potatoes.
people are going to find our remains and be like,
Oh,
they must have really tortured that kid.
Jen,
Look, the rest of them, they look like they might have been happy when they were living, but that kid right there, his bones,
It's so
they were
brittle.
really torturing that kid. This whole generation right here, look, you see the people who are older, they look like they enjoyed their life. People that are younger, they look like they enjoyed their life because these kids are going to realize y'all are full of crap. And that is some really good stuff. All you got to do is get a balance going. Okay? You don't have to cut it all the way out. My God. No wonder the devil lets you live to 100. Why wouldn't he?
Stay here and suffer, bitch. It's pretty good.
How you like a steak now?
how you like this steak now?
See?
Heard that.
How you like this steak now?
Your generation's going to be known as the tortured generation.
It already is. What do you mean? You know how much we pay for rent?
You poor child.
I pay just as much for rent as one of my customers does for her mortgage on Daniel Island in a $1.7 million house. I pay just as much for my 1,250 square foot apartment in Mount Pleasant. You know how fucking ridiculous that is? $26,000 or $28,000 a year I spend on rent. Makes me sick. Our generation is the tortured generation.
Oh, baby, everybody's paying that exact same rent, okay?
If they have
It's not about the generation
a
when it
new
comes.
place.
No, Drake, no. Because if I went down there and went to the apartment beside yours, guess what? I'm paying the exact same rent.
But you have a house from before that. her mortgage payment is the price of my rent, not because the reason that the price of that it's about the same price is because she bought her house like 4 or 5 years before everything went up. Because back then that same apartment would have been like $1,100 versus $2,100, and her mortgage payment would have been around the same amount. But
You won't let me do anything.
See?
I'd rather deny myself of sugar and inflation than be hurting for sure.
I'd rather have pasta and hurt a little bit.
You rather have pasta than steak? You tripping. You tripping.
No, I didn't
You
say
gotta
that.
pick one. You gotta pick
I
one.
didn't
No,
say that.
if you gotta pick
You
one.
don't got to pick. That's my point.
If you gotta pick one.
Mm-mm.
Because you do have to pick one.
Mm-mm.
Your body can't run on carbohydrates and on fat.
Mm-hmm.
It does very inefficiently. Very inefficiently. Which is why this is why everybody's miserable. That's why everybody's miserable and overweight. That's what happens. Because think about it like this. Your body, right? You eat something. If you eat fat and your body's running on fat, right? You don't have to convert nothing. Your body just burns that shit. When you store it, stores it as fat. When you need it, it just burns it. It don't have to convert it from carbohydrates to fat, and then from fat to ATP, and then like it doesn't have to convert it this way and that way and this way and waste all this time and energy trying to make it.
Your generation's way too fucking intelligent.
That's the problem.
You keep looking at it. You keep analyzing the same shit over and over and going, oh, we need to take this a little deeper.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. Just skim the surface. Stay at the surface.
But that's how we got where we are. That's how we get all this cool shit.
That's how we get to not eat pasta. That sounds great.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not happy about the pasta. I will say I'm not happy about the no
I'm
pasta.
so sad.
You know what I really miss? The hardest thing for me to drop was donuts, but pizza is one that I'm like, damn man, why can't I have pizza? What? No. That make me sick. That's rough. That's rough. If I eat pizza, if I eat potatoes, anything heavy in carbs like that, I'm going straight to sleep.
I like sleep. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but it's not like voluntary. Like
Not
I'll
voluntary?
eat it, and I'll feel like
It's not voluntary. Did
Yeah.
you just say that?
You don't get any kind of like warning. It's like,
I'm good with that.
oh no.
Why would you need to warn me?
If let's
You're
say
going to sleep now.
let's say I'm working and I eat a Cheeto. All right. If I eat a Cheeto, I'm taking a nap in I might not even make it in my truck. I'm taking a nap in my truck though, most likely, because like 30 minutes after, I feel great for 30 minutes, and then I crash harder than I have to take a nap right here. I can't even drive home. If I eat carbs, I cannot drive home. I might as well be driving drunk. I will fall asleep at the wheel. Like it's an involuntary kind of sleep. Your body just shuts down. It's like, this is too much. What the fuck are you doing? I don't like carbs. Your body does not like carbs. It's just from a kid, we are raised on it. Like it's in everything. Carbs and sugar, it's the added processed bullshit that's in food, really. That's the problem. Even just switching to whole foods, you see a crazy difference. Like, still eat greens, still eat vegetables and all that. Just cook them. Don't fucking buy them in a package that's powderized and dehydrated and it's got this extra additive to preserve it longer and keep it on the shelf longer. Like,
I'm so sad.
just buy the fucking potatoes and boil them and make the potatoes.
Dude.
That's how you do it. Like, not the instant stuff, but like that's better than the instant stuff. And then as you refine it down, you start to see things start making you feel better. Even on this, like I was eating cheese, dairy, honey, and stuff like that. But every time I cut one of them out of my diet, I started feeling so much better. And when you get down to just meat and salt, there ain't no better feeling. It's nuts. It feels really, really good. But they used to be, so back in the day, before all the technology and everything, to find out what was fucking, like if somebody ate something, let's say somebody got sick and you feel like it's something they ate, and you took them to the doctor would say, okay, it's what's it called?
Allergic reaction.
to find out what the allergic reaction is, they would ask you, okay, well, what are the last 3 meals that they ate?
Right.
And they say, okay, well, it's probably okay.
On
well,
this day, we need to make make him eat this item.
Well, not so much like that. So the way that they used to do it is, what do you think is the culprit? It's probably this, this, and this. These are his last 3 meals. He ate this, this, and this with this, this, and this. Okay. For the next week, he needs to eat nothing but steak and salt. Steak and salt. And it brings you back to...
I have never, ever.
Then when you introduce, you get down to steak and salt, and then you introduce each little one at a time. Like if you think it's garlic, you introduce garlic. If it fucks with you, then it's the garlic that you're allergic. Like you're just isolating all the things that you're trying. But to get a good baseline response from your body, because like if your body's full of cake and other bullshit, that's not a good baseline to like really start out with, to say, oh, well, it's because I ate this. Well, you also had cake already in your stomach before you ate that. So that's not really a good baseline. To get a nice level plain baseline, they make you just eat meat and salt, because that's the one thing that everybody can handle. The whole thing about once you turn 40, you can't eat red meat no more, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Hiccups. Ooh, yeah. It's pretty good steak. It's wild, but it's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, like, it's not like, I haven't seen 15 years of evidence of this, but I'm trying it, and put it to you like this, I've never been able to stick to any diet. Never been able to stick to any diet because it sucks. It's miserable. And I don't get the results that I want to. If I just eat, I've always been able to eat whatever the hell I want to. I felt like anyways. I always felt like, well, I never got fat, so I'm all right. As long as I don't get fat, I can eat whatever I want to. That's not how it works. Like, being healthy and being skinny are two different things, I mean, obviously, because there's a lot of skinny people that aren't exactly healthy. Yeah. Right. So the goal for me wasn't to get skinny. It was more, there's no way, like when I actually step back and look, there's no way that at 27 years old, I feel like I'm 40. And not just me, but a lot of my friends, Brandon, he's only a couple years older than me, but he's got a lot of health issues. Like, we all grew up with a lot of health issues, just because I think a lot of it has to do with diet and food and stuff like that.
Blame it on us, yeah.
I mean,
just like to blame it on the parents. That's the problem.
Well, that's the thing, is it's not y'all's fault. I mean, y'all can't control what's in General Mills. That's the thing, is it's not y'all's fault. It's just, I mean, y'all are just keeping us fed and doing what the government said. Turns out the whole food triangle is upside down. You're supposed to flip it. But that doesn't make them money if you flip it. There's not a whole...
Stop. Just go ahead and just stop. Just stop.
We'll go ahead and call it.
We're calling it now. You're